I speak about the importance of having good people in your life. And one of those people that I spoke to the other day said something to me that really, you know, touched me, because I lost my temper at the job today, and it was crazy. I had just made a YouTube video speaking about the tools and whatnot that you have, and then somebody worked my nerves, reached in my tool bag, and didn't pull out one of the positive tools that I was just speaking about. So I was down about it a little bit. I kind of was disappointed in myself because I just got through talking about it. But I said, in talking to my daughter and in talking to another one of my friends, they highlighted some things to me that really made a lot of sense and helped me keep my my shortcoming in view. Because the thing about it is, what my daughter was sharing with me is, as you're progressing, as you're doing better, you're going to be tested. And when you're tested, the better that you do, the more you're going to be tested, because the enemy sees that, okay, the things that he's been using to get you aren't getting you now, so he's going to have to throw something else at you. And that's where I feel like I'm at with it, because, like I said, the more positivity that you put into the air, the more the negative influence is going to try to stop you from doing that positive, because they don't want to see positivity out there. So with that being said, that's how it came at me, and I reacted and I fell. But on the flip side, my other friend that I was speaking to illustrated a point to me, and it made perfect sense. I've been, if you've been used to doing something so long, you know what I'm saying, and that's what you've known for the majority of your life, just like it. And I drew the analogy after she told me. I drew the analogy of working out, because I apply working out to pretty much everything, and it helps me. So if you've been engaging in bad habits your whole life that cause you to gain all this weight, or to be out of shape, or to be unhealthy, you're not going to get healthy in a day or in 2 days. You're not going to be able to say, well, hey, I need to be fit by, next week, and it's not going to happen, because you've built up, you've done so much to make it pretty much impossible to be able to change your body in that short of a time. So the same thing applied for me as far as changing my mental. So if the whole time my entire life I've reacted to things a certain way, and even though I'm trying to get better, I'm not perfect. So at the end of the day, just like it takes time for an individual to progress in the weight room, it takes time for me to fully transition my mind to the place that I'm trying to get it to be, to where I can because like I know the things that I want to do, and I know the things that I should do, but sometimes when presented with challenges, I resort to the old manner of thinking, and I because like I said, I've got so many, I like for instance, if you've been gathering tools, but you got a whole lot of tools in your tool bag, but you've only got a few of the right tool. So if you're in a situation and you just reach your hand in the bag in a hurry, and you've just got a few of the tools that are proper for the job that you're about to do, what's the likelihood that you're going to grab if you're in a rush and you're not picking through it and you're not taking time to make sure that you got the right tool? If you just stick your hand in the bag and grab a random tool, what are the chances of you grabbing the right tool? They're slim to none. So that's where I was at with it. I'm still at with it, but I'm working on changing that. But so when I'm presented with a challenge, a lot of times I reach into my tool bag, and most of the tools in there are the wrong tool. But I'm trying to change that. That's why I'm feeding myself a heavy dose of positivity, and everybody that I have around me is giving me these positive messages and positive vibes. And if you're really trying to change your life and to better your life, that's going to be the same thing that you have to do to weed out and filter out as much of the negativity as possible, and keep feeding yourself a steady dose of positivity. So now what you're doing is replacing those tools that you don't need with tools that you do need that are going to be beneficial for the job. So now the likelihood of you pulling the right tool out when you reach into that tool bag is going to be much higher than it would have been in times past. And that's where I'm at with it. That's what I'm trying to get. Like I said, man, with everything, maximum effort is being applied towards doing that. That's what I'm right here doing with you right now.